Alright, so I'm going to now show how to start a topic on Flipgrid and then how to put that topic into a Schoology resource. Alright, so the first thing here on Flipgrid is once you have a class set up, you'll see, I guess you'd call it your grids, but once you have grids set up, it follows a hierarchical structure. So I would have all my grids right here, and like I said in the previous video, it's a good idea to have one grid per subject area. All right, so I'm going to have one grid for robotics and then another grid for foundations. That way, all of my robotics students are going to be on the same grid, which means grading their work is going to be much faster. All right, so I'll click on my robotics as my example, and you'll see it automatically puts a grid in here just to start you off. I usually don't like to do these, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that topic. And I'm going to add a new topic. All right, a topic is just one of those a Flipgrid prompt. So I'm going to add a new one, and I'm going to give it just a title, introductions. And you can set the recording time that you want. Sometimes it's kind of fun to try to make it as short as possible, 15 seconds. That means the students have 15 seconds to record a response. You can add a prompt in here of whatever you want. But what we found when I was doing this a lot last year is that the number of students that responded with the video of themselves increased dramatically when you actually recorded a video of yourself giving the instructions. For whatever reason that was just the case. And it is a little weird, it does feel a little awkward, but students, they see you every day, and they're just used to seeing your face, so put it up there. Anyway, so once you do record a video, this screen is going to pop up. Obviously, you can see me right now, but it will ask you to have access to your microphone. It'll show up right here. You can add, different things to your screen if you want to. These are static, so I've had students that when they record a response, they actually put a smiley face in front of their face the whole time, just because they feel awkward or whatever. But that's something you can do as well. If you want to do record a prompt, you just click the record, and it will obviously record your prompt. When you're done, just click next, and it'll show. Obviously, record your prompt when you're done. All right. Then it's going to ask you to take a selfie. This is just the picture that students see when they click on your video. So you can just be smiling, or you can do something wacky. It doesn't really matter. All right, super awkward, but again, the students, your goal is to get students to respond and engage with this, and they see you every day. So now, here you go. You've got your topic. We got a little introduction video, and all you have to do is click Create Topic. All right. Now, what I would suggest you do when this screen pops up is you can click the Copy. All right. And I'm going to show you two ways to put this into Schoology. So the first one is just copying the link, going over to your Schoology account, clicking the course that you want to put it in, and then uploading it as a material. Okay. And for this one, you would do File, Link, External Tool. And I've got this, it is a link in this case. So I'm going to just copy in that link right there and Flipgrid intro. All right. So now when I post, or when I put this link up and I click on it, it will actually embed the Flipgrid prompt right here. Okay. And that's kind of nice because students don't actually have to navigate to Flipgrid themselves. They don't have to put in a class code. They just go into the resource, click the login with their Google account. Hopefully they're already signed on with their iPad, and then they can record a response. All right. Now you can, when you're over here, you can embed this, although Schoology does a pretty good job of kind of automatically embedding some of these commonly used resources like Flipgrid, so this shouldn't be an issue. And in fact, last year I think we had a pretty good success rate with students being able to access this directly from their iPad. So all they'll have to do is log in with their Google account. As long as they're using their stpaul.k12mnus a Google account, it should allow them to log in and make a response. Now, just so you see what it looks like to them, they will have to click the plus button to make a response. They'll have to allow camera and microphone to do a response. That should be a pop-up on the Schoology browser when they're on their iPad. At least I should say this worked last year. Now things change sometimes and it might not work, in which case I'll have to troubleshoot a little bit. But they just click the button, record a response, and then you'll be able to see all of the responses right here. Okay. The nice thing is you can also do export the data of responses as a comma-separated value, which is really easy to import into a spreadsheet, which makes it really fast to grade on a kids participated or they didn't participate sort of basis. If you want to actually watch the responses, it does take you a little bit longer because you will have to go through them and watch them. But again, like I said, if you keep your entire subject area in one grid, you'll be able to see all of your students and you won't have to keep clicking out of a grid and into another one. And it helps to organize things a little bit better that way too. All right, so that's making a prompt and also putting it into Schoology.